athletes forgetting to have fun, losing a
Mhm.
bit of perspective as they start to ramp things up. And want to hear, I mean, you've coached some of the most successful athletes, successful executives who are also successful in sport. And I think back to the Super Bowl, which wasn't that long ago, when you see people winning, whether it's individuals or team, they have this swagger about them. They've worked really hard,
Yeah.
but they also emit this energy as if they're having a lot of fun and they're really enjoying the process. I think you see a lot when you look at professional cyclists when they ride together, they have a lot of fun. Yes, they work hard. So just your how you think athletes make that mistake of not having fun or not having perspective about their performance journey as they ramp things up.
Yeah, it's interesting you've gone there. What comes there's 2 things that come up for me on this. I reflect to the pro squad, world-class sport, yeah, like, ruthless, and I with the pros that we coached, and I got to coach a lot of pros, probably more than 50 over the course of the career, but we always had 10 to 12, and we had some real personalities, and at the foundation of the results that we did achieve was I really wanted athletes to be healthy, and that's well versed. We've talked about that. So having this performance based layer, as we call it now, and those that were most successful, the ones that had the right mindset with that. That was really the differentiator. So actually, the most talented athletes that I coached weren't always the ones that you've heard all of their names and the stories on this show about. They were the ones that really unlocked were the ones with the right mindset. But the thing that took it to the next level, where I almost talk about sometimes performance was inevitable,
Mhm.
and we were just was team, and the absolute power of the reinforcement of being a part of a team, and all of the support and accountability that went along with that, and it diluted some of the pressure on each of the athletes' shoulders. But a big part of it was high standards. Every athlete was highly ambitious. I was freaking competitive and ambitious. I wanted to coach world champions, period. Like it was like results driven, but we had fun. And it the world was actually pretty simple for us. You know, we had really the saying, nail the basics. We want you to focus on the boulders, not the sand. So these are the non-negotiable habits that everyone is going to adhere to. We are all part of this team. We're all looking to become the best that we can be, and everyone's welcome in this journey. Okay, there's sort of there's a couple of teams in Britain where they have a no dickheads policy. Okay, pardon the French, but it's like no, this is us. We're Purple Patch, and it's really fun when we go on training camps. We would laugh and we would be silly and we would have fun, and we were deadly serious about performance. This is people giving up the normal chapter of life to go and see how good they could be with no certainty of financial success. They're having fun. Like a lifetime of experiences. Laura Siddle, Rachel Joyce, Chris Liedo, Tim, just fun. And it was such a catalyst. It was so liberating. And interestingly, with the executives and C-suite folk that I work with, it was exactly the same.
Mhm.
You know, where I was like, first thing I want to do is get you better energy, optimal cognitive health, etc. Commit to this journey. You got to do it, whether you're climbing Kilimanjaro or training for an Ironman, getting ready for a marathon, whatever it might be. But what started to happen and it does take commitment and it takes organization and it takes some certain amount of sort of sacrifice. Well, I don't like that word, but you know what I mean. It's like, yeah, I'm doing this, but what would come out of it was this real buzz. Like it's just like, wow, I feel more in control and I feel like I'm making progress. And it's really fun. And in both of those, the joy of it was not by any victory, any world championship, any, breakthrough crossing the line. It was just the process and the people that really, really, where you look at them, you're like, how the hell do you do that? It's the ones that just freaking love it. That conversation that I had a couple of weeks ago with Panos, great example. He's done a whole bunch of amazing physical stuff, let alone how successful he's been in life. But the heartbeat of it
Mhm.
is fun and ensuring that this journey for me of taking on this challenge doesn't need to be a second job. No one cares how fast you are. No one care people want you, your friends, your family, I think, want you to be successful, want you to have a great race, want you to cross the first finish line or qualify for Ironman or whatever it might be. But you're doing this for yourself, and the more that you embrace the journey, the better the results are. And I think in many ways, I'm going on a monologue here, so sorry, Max, but the metrics of this can become really paralyzing because people feel like they're getting judged every day.
Mhm.
And, they put up barriers, and that's why I metrics are quantifiable stuff is very, very important. At the same time, gotta have fun. Gotta have a little bit of poetry in this, you know?